Hey, what up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today, sitting here talking a little bit about last night's WWE Battleground show. I didn't get to do like a full review after the show. Of course, I made videos of reviews of the matches as they went along, and I think you can tell by my tone of voice that I didn't have a ton of fun watching that show last night. I didn't think that WWE Battleground was a blow-away good show. Of course, everyone's going to remember Undertaker making his return and getting in the face of Brock Lesnar, hitting the tombstones, and sort of kicking off Brock versus Taker. Where this takes us from here, if this is a SummerSlam match, if this is a WrestleMania match, we'll have to see. But you can definitely tell that that's going to be a big deal for WWE in the foreseeable future, and that's something that we're going to remember for a long time. Undertaker coming back and it not being WrestleMania season really does mean something for WWE. The John Cena versus Kevin Owens match was really, really good. I was very mad that Owens didn't get the victory, but you can't always get what you want all the time. And sitting here listening to Wrestling Observer this morning, Meltzer seems to think that Cena is going to be the #1 contender going up against Rollins at SummerSlam. I definitely can see that they are trying to make SummerSlam into this big ordeal where it's like its own WrestleMania in the summer, and I think they're trying to do this because it's in the New York, New Jersey market. I think the last few SummerSlams have been pretty damn big themselves, and being in LA was a big feel. I hope it comes back to LA soon, but I do like what they're putting together. And if SummerSlam is what it looks like as of right now, with Sting and Bray Wyatt, Cena and Rollins, Undertaker versus Brock, it's going to be a damn good show. But then you got a lot of the mid-card guys being lost in the shuffle, just like a lot of WrestleManias. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Let's see, Bray Wyatt having his buddy Luke Harper make his return during the Roman Reigns match. It was a long match where they beat the hell out of each other. Nothing really that great out of it. Undertaker blew everyone away. I don't know why I said that, but then you get into Sheamus versus Randy Orton, another long match in the opener. Both guys kicking out of each other's finishers, both guys sort of countering each other and battling back and forth. I didn't really like that match. It didn't really get me. I knew it wasn't going to be honest. Primetime players really surprised me by keeping their titles over the New Day. We had the impromptu sort of waste some time promo from The Miz getting knocked out by the Big Show, which was pretty fun. Big Show, which I guess was a babyface yesterday, coming out and knocking out The Miz. Sort of kicked that off to begin with, and that was really, really fun. Hopefully Ryback will be back for SummerSlam, and that'll be the three-way that goes down, and we'll actually get to see that match for the Intercontinental Championship. And from there, the girls were awesome. I'm sure they were told days in advance, but we weren't even told until the pay-per-view was even on that they were going to have a three-way match. Ended up being Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Brie. All three of these girls really, really worked well together. It really makes you think that the Divas division is really going to have some blood pumping through it, and we're going to be seeing some fresh, good new matches for the next little while. We're going to have to see. Nikki's got the championship, but what's going to make it where one of the teams is going to, get an upper hand? Charlotte and Team Paige, the Team Revolution, whatever you want to call it, with them getting the first victory in this war. You can see that they have something on their hand right now. So definitely see that Charlotte's going to be looking good. Hopefully Becky gets pushed real good. And we all know that Paige is going to be winning a lot of her matches as well. So we're going to see. But all in all, when it comes down to it, Battleground is a pay-per-view that we're not going to remember for a long time other than Undertaker. I feel bad for Kevin Owens losing that match. Some people think that Kevin Owens is going to have a big SummerSlam weekend with his match against Finn Balor, or maybe having a match against Cena. But listening to Big Dave, it looks like they're going to go in a different direction. And what that means for the mid-card with Owens, Cesaro, Ryback, not Ryback, Ryback's the Intercontinental, and Rusev, is going to be a big change of pace, because they've really built those guys up. And now they're not even going to have a United States Championship to go after. But maybe they're going to pull something out of their hat. Maybe, you can have Roman or Dean. Maybe you can have that three-way that we've been looking for a long time. And maybe that'll be your WWE Championship match. So we'll have to see what goes down at Monday Night Raw tonight. And it should be a good one. But I don't know what SummerSlam's all about. Peace out, everybody. Have some fun.